Alrighty, am I live? Question number 1. Light is green, everything is good. I believe I've had my 20 seconds to boomer. And that is 20 seconds to boomer pass. Alrighty. Hello there, everyone. Daedric Diamond here, and welcome to another episode of Star Trek Elite Force. Previously, we dealt with the Forge who invaded Voyager. And now, we're going to resume by getting ready to deal with the Forge, taking the fight to them. I went ahead, did some settings. I made myself quieter and the game a little bit louder, but if anyone wants to say anything about audio, please do let me know.
Anybody home?
How old is this place?
Hang on. Am I having that weird issue again?
Excuse me.
Hey, you know what? Is it just me? Or are we supposed to be on a mission here, not gossiping?
Sorry, Beesman. I just want to do something. Come on.
Telsia, something wrong?
Okay, I guess the subtitles just don't work sometimes. So, forget it. We'll go without it. Alright. Going in. This game's version of the BFG. Hello? Anyone home?
Hey, Chell. Hope you're not afraid of heights.
Why? Uh-oh.
Chell's never gonna make it across. See if you can find an easier way down for him. We'll cover you.
Move it.
Oh, nice! They can do that. Let's just phaser these guys. Because I can snipe with this. I was listening to an interview with a developer in the early development that had the ability to talk to the Hazard team, but they dropped it because at time, mic's not common. Oh, you mean like a voice thing? Where I could literally have a conversation. I dare say that's sounding kind of like AI right there. That would be an interesting concept. Only with AI, you could get away with that. Alright, here we go. Let's save. Otherwise, welcome, welcome! Hold on. Wait a minute. Well, that works. Not what I was thinking would happen. Oh, there we go. That would be an interesting concept. Something like this, maybe. There's just something like Starbridge Deck Command, but with AI and all that good stuff. Then again, I suppose a D&D styled Star Trek kind of thing would be great too. Hi. Don't mind me. That is energy, I believe. Yup, I'm already at max energy. Because I didn't even use any other weapon except the phaser so far. Now I use something. That was a bit of a risk take. There we go. I almost walked off. Okay. Pipes. More pipes. Oh! There we go. Would you rather have a phaser or a lightsaber if you have one IRL? Ooh. That's tough. A lightsaber would be good if you had the Force on you, but then what good would it be if you didn't? I mean, don't get me wrong, I could see its uses, but I would probably dare say a phaser. As much as I like lightsabers... Sorry? Who's trying to smack me? Ah. Because they can't get me. They're just swatting at the air. But yeah, oh god. Probably the phaser. Lightsaber would be good. Okay, realistically, I'm serving my own leg in like 30 seconds. That's... moving on. There we go. Already? Get these levels are quick.
Looks like a dead.
It looks like a dead end. Shut down the security grid to allow Voyager shuttles with reinforcements to reach the forge. Alright. We need to blow this forge sky high to hell.
Watch it. Move it.
Okay. Can't even look down.
There's atmosphere in here.
Must be the Harvester's uglier cousins.
I don't think they like us very much.
The Reavers. The Reavers.
Great. More force fields.
Hey,
Yeah?
It's nothing but force fields. Alright. Control panel. Let's see what... Oh, well there's only one option.
Hey, you dropped the force field.
You dropped the force field. Oh no! Force a swarm! I never felt so outnumbered in my life. It was a 4-to-4 fight. Oh no! They outnumbered us by 9 decimals. Or I should just say 0.9. Peek. Go through here. I hear, but I no see. Me here, but I no see. There they are. Unfortunately for them, I don't cover. Ow. Hi, okay. How's it going? You're just getting shot. Ow.
there's another one.
How many of those blasts did it take? It's like, what? 9, 10.
Watch your back!
There we go. Was expecting to go. You know what? I don't know why they didn't include the Vidians in this game. Only means something if you're familiar with the actual show. I wish you a good stream. Thank you, Glitch. Hi, yes, what are you shooting at? Shell. Okay, Telsia. Ah, I see. I more played the games than watched the show, but I did watch Voyager back in the day. But it's been so long I could hardly remember anything. Maybe aside from the Borg scenes. And Admiral Janeway coming in and pretty much sacrificing herself to destroy the Borg. Way. I have been wanting to get back into the older Star Trek. Voyager and DS9 were definitely where it was at. Vidians were from the early seasons, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre would steal organs and wear other people's face. Ah, interesting. So they're like John Carpenter's The Thing, but they don't rely on assimilation. But they do have the disguise mechanic going around. I getcha.
That must be the perimeter defense controls.
Never seen technology like this.
Well, shut it down, Shell.
Deactivate the defense system from here.
Damn.
Wait a second. I think I can... Yes. I can run an endless loop, a simulation of current sensor data. It will just extrapolate all of the ship's current movement.
So the targeting computers will think all the ships are just drifting normally.
Right. When the reinforcements come, the targeting computers won't see them.
Good thinking, Chell. Monroe to Voyager. The defense grid is down. You should be able to bring in reinforcements to the docking ring, but you better hurry. We hit some pretty heavy resistance.
Understood. We shall be there as soon as possible. In the meantime, try to locate the main central shaft of the forge. Our scans indicate it should lead to the energy dampening field generator.
Acknowledged. Monroe out. All right. We better get moving before more of those things show up. We can meet up with the reinforcements on one of the lower levels.
Okay. I've locked that exit down there.
Kinda. They assimilate organically. They have a disease that constantly shuts down their organs, so they constantly have to harvest new ones. Ah, alright. So, in other words, they need to replace the body parts after a while.
Out of my way.
That's the logic being done here. Ow, God. Ow. Okay, don't step on that. Gotcha. Alright. How'd you guys get down? Did you just jump down? Oh, new area. Let's see if I'll actually have reason to use this. You know what? Oh! There we go. Ammunition crystal... Ah, health. I can take health. Health is good. Health is great. Oh, hi, there's a swarm of them. There we go. That's that swarm dealt with. Don't mind me. Coming through, coming through.
Look, those pieces of debris are from Voyager.
Hey! What? That's my Nausicaa wrestling trophy! Alright, now I'm really gonna have to teach him a lesson.
Calm down, crewman.
Oh, they stole my trophy. What do they intend to do with it? Probably use it as some kind of piece. Probably. Alright, I think I get it. Oh god, I'm stuck. No! Oh god. I'm surprised that just didn't murk me right there. Oh. Get the small fries. Well, I'm against a wall, so can't really watch my back. Still kind of happy for the fact this has the lean mechanic. Felt like Doom should have had that, but you know what? I'm pretty sure this was a new thing. Don't mind if I do. Oh god, they're everywhere! Out of my face! Out of his face! There we go. That is them cleared. Let me grab some health. Okay, that used that up. To remind everyone, I am playing on the hardest difficulty, so... I believe they hurt a lot, but surprisingly, it hasn't been that difficult. That shield. Oh, they're doing that thing now.
They know we're here now.
Where they're borrowing from Doom 3, where they have the enemies behind the doors trick. Hi. Go back to the disruptor. I don't know why I call it pulse disruptor. It's just disruptor. Maybe that's what it was called in 2. Hold on. Dodge. Oh god. Oh god. Ow. Okay, well they ignored everyone and tried to go for me. How very video game logic. Alright, who wants to get annihilated?
Well, they know we're here now.
I love this gun, but goddamn, it uses a lot of energy. Definitely uses a lot of energy. A lot of bang for the buck, though. Should probably save here. Save after every encounter, because you never know when it's gonna go south. Forge?
Hey, check it out, man. There's some of those creatures in these containers. What's that all about?
Who cares? As long as they stay in there.
Hello? Hello? Hey, Ugly! Wake up!
Hey, be careful.
Ah, he's sound asleep. He's lucky he's in there.
You do realize they're gonna break out and they're gonna tear you a new one. Speaking of breaking out and tear a new one, I think this is where Beesman actually dies. Yeah, that's right. This guy here will die. So in other words, spoiler alert. Okay, how do I get beyond? Oh god. Oh god. There we go.
Hold your fire.
Save here. Unless I can save Beesman from death. I know you can save some people from dying, and I think I may have saved everyone I could. I think. Maybe -1. That should be an achievement for this game, if they actually had achievements. Did you save everyone possible? Alright. Oh god. No, I can't go. Oh, I can go that way.
Watch it.
Chill. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Stomach rolling. Hi. Hi. I hear. Ow. Okay. Save. There we go. So, getting in the line of fire. Ow! Okay. Ammunition crystals.
Damn it! I can't get off a good shot.
There's just too many of them.
That's it.
Welcome to Voyager LCAR's menu system.
What the hell? What was that? I fired the photon burst and ended up back at the main menu. Okay, well then. It must have gotten so bad the game was like, no, you're going back to the main menu. That is a fuck up so royal, we're not even gonna give you the end over screen. You're just gonna go back to the beginning. Okay, well, doing this again. That was one of those royally screwed up moments where the game was just like, no, you did so bad, you don't get a death prompt. You just get sent straight back. Alright, well, let's not photon burst this time. So weird. Why did I get sent back? That was like a You failed harder than anything, like. Alright. Let's save here. There we go. There we go. Saving here in case I have that weird situation happen again. Yes, we know he dies. Oh god. There we go. Ow. Oh god. I just realized. Oh god, I need that. I need that. Okay, that was weird.
Thanks, Tuvok. We couldn't have held out much longer. Did all the boarding parties make it?
Yes. The defense systems did not fire. The captain, Chakotay, and others have boarded several decks.
Good. Now we just have to find the generator and shut it down.
Monroe? He's dead.
Dead? No. He can't be.
He saved us all.
The good of the many outweighs the needs of the few. Mr. Beesman understood this. He will be missed, but we must continue with our operation. Sensor scans indicated that the generator is on the lowest level. We will need to divide into teams and try to find a way down to destroy it. Mr. Chell, Miss Murphy, I will require your skills.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Chang, Jarrett, you're with me then.
We should maintain an open comm channel for the remainder of the mission. Let's go.
Well, that happened. At least I didn't get sent back to the main menu. I guess that was a screw up so bad that the game is like, no. Alright, so he jammed that door. No. Oh god. Okay, well then. Don't mind me. I'm gonna just drop a bit. And going into the new area.
Chakotay to the captain. We're pinned down here.
Hold on, Commander. We're on our way.
What is that?
Who are they?
Avatars! I'm already at that point. There we go.
This shaft, it's full of those monsters. There must be thousands of them stored in the walls. This must be some kind of incubation chamber.
It's a whole army of these things. For some kind of invasion. There's enough here to take a whole planet.
Not just a planet, an entire galaxy. These Reavers are the ultimate killing machines. We have spent thousands of your years abducting species from all over this galaxy. Our probes have found worlds your puny Federation would never dream existed. We've tested and dissected them all, combining and manipulating their DNA. We have grown the ultimate warrior race. You and your entire galaxy shall fall to the Warsaw. pitiful creatures. To the Vorsoth, you are nothing more than an infestation, an annoyance to be crushed like a...
Hi, Gerard.
What happened? We Betazoids are telepathic. I was able to block the alien's voice. For now.
Are you okay?
Yes, it just took a lot out of me. I'll be fine.
Tuvok, this is Monroe. We found the main shaft and just had some sort of contact with the being who seems to be in control of this station.
Yes, Ensign. We received the same message. We are still recovering from it.
They're creating an army of drones. They're just like the Borg.
Correction. The Borg seek only perfection. These Vorsoth seek to annihilate all lesser beings and dominate whole galaxies.
Even worse than the Borg, then.
Sir, we can't just shut down the generator. We've got to destroy the entire station.
I concur, Ensign. My teams will start placing explosives. You and your team continue down the shaft to the generator. You have to destroy it before we can set off the det packs. Voyager can then escape the region before the explosion.
Understood. Monroe out.
Alright. I kind of forgot that they were worse than the Borg. But hey, you gotta have that species that does even way worse things. Ow. Bada boop. Grab. Oh. Perfect. Behind you! Okay. So that was ammunition. More ammunition. The Vorsoth are... Oh. Ow. There we go. This disruptor's really good. I don't know why I never used it back in the day as much. Ow. Man, this gun is good. Alright, down we go. Save here. Any day.
Chakotay to the captain. We've placed some charges, but we have entries here. We're heading for the shuttles.
Understood. We still have a few more to set.
For beings that are supposed to be good, you kinda suck. The Borg are even better. This has been... Get rid of them. These guys are like... Zerg! Alright. Ammunition crystals? I'll take those. Up here. Health. As always. Good to have. At least health has been plentiful and not rare, which is good. Which is good. This is good. Ammunition crystal.
Sir, I've just
explosive. Ah!
Take cover.
Save.
We've got to get out of here. I'll go get one of the shuttles.
Get rid of them. Now I want that ammunition crystal. How many of them are there? There's plenty of them. Alright, we're going down here. I feel eventually I'm about to be hitting up the final boss. Should be, at the very least. I know this is the very last level that I'm on.
Invisible force fields on the floor.
Yeah, but it's segmented. There's holes everywhere. There has to be a path or pattern to it.
Okay. This is interesting. Oh god, am I gonna have to make a leap of faith? Okay, so... Aha! So this is the way. Hold on. Hang on. Aha. I am sorry to be annoying with this, but... when you just need to find that way...
If Intel was involved, you have to change his helmet suit.
There we go. And let's save there, because I'm not doing that whole puzzle again. It's weird. Take a moment. Do something real quick. Bada boop. Bada boop. Huh. Okay, I guess one chat is ahead of the other, so... I'll have to be checking. Alright, nothing here.
Captain, we've placed the last of the jetpacks.
Get to the shuttles and return to Voyager.
There we go. Deal with these avatars. I actually used to play the Avatar and the Reaver on the holodeck. Then again, I played a lot of the villains, too. Also used to like Delta Station a lot. That was the one that had that tower bunker building, I think. Yeah, that was the one that did, because Beta Station was the one that had the little bridge thing. The bridge divider. Alright, ammunition. Primarily armor. Yeah. Alright, here we... Reaver. Bug. Avatar. Another Reaver. Don't mind me. There we go. Save here. Oh, hi. Two of you defending that. Excuse me, I want to go this direction. Excuse me, just jumping like it's no big deal. You were probably meant to jump up here, but didn't. There we go.
Oh. Looks like we're almost to the bottom.
Janeway to Tuvok. We're evacuating. Our deck packs are set and ready to blow.
Acknowledged, Captain. We're en route to the shuttles ourselves.
Aye. There we go. Free real estate. They're not shooting back. Take a moment. Let the phaser recharge. There we go. Elevator down. PCs will now do the NPC thing and just fall. Surprisingly have a crap ton of health. Or at least anyone that's main character, like Chang and Gerard. Oh. Alright, here we go. To the bottom we go. There we go. Connect. Behind you! You mean right in front of my face? It's clearly in front of me. What do you mean behind me? Unless there's like a ghost. And again, it's Star Trek. I'm pretty sure there was a ghost-like entity. There we go. Okay. Heal up. I need to use the photon burst a little more. I haven't been using it. Well, let's save, in case I end up back at the main menu, because apparently the game doesn't like it when I use this. Alright, it's a little bit of that. Okay, Chang using the scavenger rifle. We need to go even lower. We need to get to Hell's Basement so we can destroy it for good. I know. Hi, I guess there's another ensign, but they're probably dead now. Chang! Oh god, Chang did a stupid thing. You knew it couldn't be this easy. Ow. There. Oh my god. Alright. This has been resistance going down. There we go. That grenade launcher comes in handy. Aye. This feels very, 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 Doom-like. In terms of the red. I feel like this thing is speaking in a demented language.
Monroe to Tuvok. We found the generator creating the dampening field.
Excellent, Ms. Monroe. Destroy the generator and we will activate the deck packs. We will then start the evacuation.
Understood.
Ensign, it is important that you succeed. All of Voyager is counting on you. Tuvok out.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
We're ready, Alex.
Alright. How to destroy this thing. I'm sure it's gonna have an obvious way about it. Okay. That's actually not that bad. Drop. Oh god. Find the airlock. Oh god. Ow. I can use health. I'm dying. I'm down to 10. I didn't certainly ask for more enemies. Well, at least the Avatar's projectile's a lot slower. The Reavers are the deadlier one. Hi. Jura and Chakotay. Okay. What are those two doing over there? Probably cutscene time.
Alex, over here.
Let's move it, Ensign.
Insignificant creatures, you cannot stop us. This forge is but the first of millions. We will launch the seed. It will grow into a new forge and create thousands more. You have simply delayed the inevitable. The Vorsoth shall conquer your galaxy, then countless others.
Gerard!
She blocked the voice again. Must have overwhelmed her.
Alex, listen, we've got to get out of here. The whole place is going to blow.
Come on, let's go!
Chang, take Gerard. Get her back to Voyager.
Wait, what? Alex, where are you going?
You saw the visions. All this is going to start all over again if I don't stop that seed.
Wait, let us...
No, you've got to get Gerard back to Voyager. This is my decision. Now go!
But...
That's right, I'm going alone at 10 health. From here on out, it's just me, myself, my wits, and to the dear viewer watching later, and chat if they join later on. Alright, here we go. We're going... Which way? Is it this way? No. Aha. Aha. This is the way. I'm gonna stop the seed thing. Wait, I came from this direction. I guess up is the way. No, this... Yeah, this goes up. Alright. Just me, myself, and you guys. Let's go! Ow! Die, buggos! Oh. There we go. Deals with the avatars. Again, the avatars are really not that threatening. Yeah, I'm sure they probably pack a punch, but the projectile is so slow, you could easily get out of the way. Oh, hi. Weapon energy terminal. Oh, okay. Kicking this up to the next level. 99999999999. Yeah, this is in preparation for the boss. Entering a new area. Alright, my stuff's upgraded.
Ensign Monroe. Ensign Monroe, acknowledge.
It isn't over till it's over, Tuvok.
You are violating direct orders.
I know what has to be done. Blow the ship. Alright. Ah, so I got a bit of a way to go before I hit up the boss. Alright, cool. Oh, hi.
Foolish human. You cannot hope to stop the Vorzov.
Who? What are you?
I am the Vorzov. I was created by the Ancient Ones. I shall carry out their programming. The seed will be launched to create a new Forge. We can never be stopped.
Wait, listen to me. In your visions, I saw... This machine is thousands of years old. How do you know that your purpose is conquest? Your makers may have only intended to use you for research. They may have been explorers like ourselves.
Nonsense. Our programming is clear. We are engineered for perfection. We are created to conquer.
But through the thousands of years, your original programming may have deteriorated. Do you even remember who built you? Where did they come from? What did they look like? The race of beings who first made you might even be extinct.
Silence! The seed will be launched. You shall be destroyed. Insignificant creature, your kind is...
Welcome, welcome, Lemon. I'm pretty much on the final boss. Ow. It's becoming very Doom-like. Oh. Oh. This is the perfect moment to have the Doom music play. Does look like Doom, ain't gonna lie. That's because it's built on the same engine as Doom. This is a Doom-like. Except it's Star Trek. I got you, you little shits. Frickin' die! Fricking die! These Reavers need to go. They're the big threat. Oh god, that was the longest burst of this gun. Jesus! These guys didn't hit so badly. There we go. That's it. There we go. Oh, hi! I forgot about this part. Oh, ow. I forgot they come in. It's great to see them again. There we go. So that's his reinforcements destroyed.
Seed stopped. Must leave. Dangerous. Come with us.
No.
I gotta destroy him, because he'll just make another seed.
This cannot be. Impudent wretch. Relish this non-victory human. For you may have stopped the seed. But now, I will show you just how insignificant you are.
Oh boy. He's transforming. Alright, time to save here. Eat photon launcher. Get annihilated. Get annihilated. Get wrecked, you shit. Get. Oh, well, I'm almost out. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, hi, now he's shooting missiles. You have got to be down. Dip! Dip! Potato chip!
This is just a minor setback for the Vorsoth. We shall return.
We'll be ready for you.
Alright. Oh, volume warning.
Impulse engines are at full power, Captain.
Keep pressing it, Mr. Paris.
The Forge has been destroyed.
We made it!
What about the other ships?
Some of them made it out. Captain, I'm getting a message from the Etherians. They thank us for our help and are back on their way to their new home.
Captain, I've got some readings on our position. We're still in the Delta Quadrant, but we're over 200 light years closer to the Alpha Quadrant.
So, we gained a few months. Not bad. Get us back on course for home, Mr. Paris.
Looks like your plan worked, Ensign.
Yes. Congratulations, Monroe. Good work.
Your performance was quite satisfactory. You appear to be injured. You should report to sickbay.
Yes, sir.
Alex?
Telsia, hi.
Penny for your thoughts?
What's a penny?
I don't know. Some old phrase I heard Paris say once. It was a nice service. For Beastman and the others.
Yeah, for a funeral.
You couldn't have helped them, you know. You did the best you could. They knew the risks. They were professionals.
I know. But when you disappeared on the Etherian ship, I told myself the same thing. It didn't make me feel any better then, either.
You can't bring them back. Don't live in the past. Look toward the future. You have a bright future.
Do I?
Sure. Trust me.
Is this a private party, or can anyone join?
How are you doing, Monroe? As good as can be expected, I guess.
Lieutenant Monroe?
Those pips suit you well, Lieutenant.
Thank you, sir.
You had us worried there at the end.
Ms. Monroe disobeyed orders and did not board the escape shuttle.
I'm sorry, sir. There was something I had to do.
We know, Lieutenant. We all saw the alien visions. You did what you had to do.
It was commendable. You were willing to sacrifice yourself for the whole.
As did the entire team. You all performed bravely.
The Hazard team has proven to be more valuable than we imagined. Starfleet just might adopt your idea when we get back, Tuvok.
Thank you, Captain. But I think Ms. Monroe is the one most responsible for the success of the team. It took some time, and not inconsiderable effort. But you have proven yourself to be an outstanding officer and a natural leader, as I always believed you would.
Thank you, sir. I was afraid you would think my decision was too impulsive.
Sometimes, Lieutenant, your gut instinct is better than what logic and procedure would suggest. Both are needed in a good leader. That is why I chose you to begin with.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Why, Tuvok, is that a bit of pride I detect?
Surely, Captain. There is no cause to insult me.
Tuvok feeling pride. How illogical for a Vulcan. Ah! Cutscene. Alright, that is that. This is probably one of the longest endings in the history of gaming. Even AAA games of today, you'd get a max of congrats, you won, that's it. Definitely.
Welcome to Voyager, Elkar's
Not shooting that down. But that is the main story done. Yeah, there was an expansion to this game. And since I only have an hour in, we're gonna do the virtual Voyager. And we're gonna engage and do a little bit of exploration of the ship. Now, this is mainly to show off Voyager. I have a reflection. The scary thing. Alright, anyway. Personal log. Oh, hi. I could read all that. Hell. I guess I could do a little bit of more reading. Word has it, a new security force is being formed. Something called the Hazard Team. They're going to be the elite of the elite, which means they'll get to see some pretty intense action. I'm going to talk to Lieutenant Foster and see if I can try out for the team. I've encouraged Austin Chang to try out too. I think a man with his talents would be very valuable. Alright. I tried out for the Hazard Team this morning. I have several huge bruises to show for it afterwards. Lieutenant Foster spoke with Tuvok, and they informed me I was welcome to join the team. I didn't have to be asked twice. This is going to be great, and I'm on top of that. Austin made the team too. I can't wait to start training. So I guess Monroe and Chang are friends. Huh. They had me lead the Hazard Team into a Borg cube simulation this afternoon. To call it a disaster would be an understatement. As soon as we beamed in, Chang mishandled his explosives and blew himself up. Okay. This made Beesman think we were under attack, so he started shooting blindly. Shell was so nervous, he wound up killing Beesman and Telsia by mistake. While I was trying to escape Shell's attack, I ran off a catwalk and fell 7 stories to my death. Maybe it was a mistake to join the Hazard Team. Wow, that sounds like a training session gone wrong. Maybe running into a situation with guns blazing isn't the answer to everything. Maybe it isn't the answer to anything. Every time I try to use too much force, I wind up getting killed. I've got to rethink my way of solving these holodeck simulations. Yeah, you know, you have to be logical sometimes. This is the 3rd time I've taken the Hazard Team through the Borg cube simulation, and yes, I managed to not only kill myself, but the whole team. Beesman had a field day with it. I've never seen him laugh so hard. Unfortunately, Tuvok didn't find it very funny. I'm beginning to think he might be regretting his decision to allow me on the team. Right after yet another failure of mine on the holodeck, Voyager was attacked by an alien probe and transported to some type of spaceship graveyard. A band of scavengers attacked us and managed to get away with some of our supplies, but the Hazard Team was able to save the day. Voyager was pretty badly damaged, but I'm sure B'Elanna Torres will figure a way to patch the ship and get us out of here. I am doing a lot of reading, by the way. How many logs are there? Oh, this is all the logs. Things are worse than I thought. Voyager is under the influence of some type of power dampening field. The Hazard Team is going on a reconnaissance mission to an abandoned ship to see what information we can find out about this area. So this is all the dates of the events as they went on throughout the game. Just got back from the away mission. It was pretty incredible. Telsia, Chow, and I tried to download data from an alien ship that brought it, that its occupants alive. They swarmed all over us, I have to admit. Telsia was like a rock. She stood shoulder to shoulder with me, firing her phaser rifle, which Chell downloaded information. Then we wound up running through the ship, trying to get away at one point. It looked as though Telsia had died, but it turned out she had been put into stasis. The whole fight turned out to be a misunderstanding. Luckily, the aliens were able to communicate with us. It turns out they want to get out of the graveyard too. The Ethereans, that's what they call themselves, gave us all the data they had on the area. Voyager is in serious trouble. We need to get a hold of a substance known as an isodecium. They're going to last much longer, according to Lieutenant Torres. Isodecium is the only way we'll be able to generate power with that dampening field affecting us. Fortunately, the isodecium within our reach. Unfortunately, it's located in the scavenger base. 5 Hazard Team members are being sent over there to the base, and I am one of the 5. Aren't I lucky? The mission to the scavenger base was a nightmare. Odell was hurt and Telsia was taken prisoner. Odell beamed back to the Voyager, and I managed to free Telsia and collect the isodecium. But after all that trouble, just as we were about to beam back to Voyager, the Borg beamed in and took it. Lieutenant Foster and the isodecium. You had to mount some type of rescue for Lieutenant Foster. With Lieutenant Foster kidnapped by the Borg, I've been given command of the Hazard team. I don't think I have Tuvok's full confidence, and after the mishaps on the scavenger base, I'm not sure I trust myself. But I've been chosen to lead, and I will do my duty. You're being sent to the Borg Cube to retrieve the isodecium, and if possible, rescue Lieutenant Foster. Tuvok has warned me that the isodecium takes priority over the Lieutenant, but that it doesn't mean I can't go out of my way to find him. I've already spoken with Gerard and warned her to be ready to beam back to Voyager with Foster if we locate him. We just made it back to the Borg Cube. If it hadn't been for 7 of 9's iMod weapon, we would have never returned. The Borg are even more lethal and more frightening than the holodeck missions had shown. The Hazard team managed to free Lieutenant Foster, but it was touch and go to the entire time, and at one point we were trapped and had to make a deal with the Borg if we could use our iMods to remove a group of species 8472. An inhabited part of the cube, the Borg would give us back the isodecium. We helped out of our part of the bargain, but the Borg didn't. They tried to attack us. Fortunately, we were prepared. Chang set off explosives in the confusion we were able to escape. Okay. Uh-oh. There's more. Okay. Just a little more. Looks like whoever's running the graveyard finally took notice of our sensors, indicated they're sending a ship called a Harvester. For us, word has it that they'll rip ships apart and take any equipment of value. Since Voyager still has no operational weapons, I am leading several Hazard team members on a mission to help Tuvok fire the main weapon of a derelict gunship that is nearby. If this doesn't work, Voyager is lost. Nothing in the last couple of days has come easy. We made it to the gunship, but the weapon system was misaligned. The Hazard team had to battle all types of security drones to get where it could correct the problem. It was the touch and go for a while, but to succeed, Tuvok fired the gun and damaged the Harvester ship, but not before a large number of the crew inside boarded Voyager. They managed to cause quite a bit of damage to Voyager before we got rid of them all. Finally, we're going on the offensive. A strike force of the Hazard team is being sent to the Forge, which is the structure in the center of the graveyard. We'll be hiding on board the damaged Harvester ship in the hopes that the automated return program can be activated on the alien ship, and we will make it to the Forge without anyone knowing we were there. Once we have turned off the dampening field, we'll escape the graveyard under Voyager's own power. I'm guessing this might have been before that last set of missions. Does this work?
Prune juice.
Prune juice.
Landrosplend coffee.
Coffee is disgusting.
Landrosplend coffee.
I already had coffee. You gonna make me drink coffee again?
Bergamot tea. Landrosplend coffee.
Where's the food?
Bergamot tea. Phantom.
There's the food. Alright. I guess with that, I'm gonna go up.
Ensign?
Ed.
7.
I must commend you on your tactical analysis of our situation earlier. It is rare that I find myself in agreement with other members of the crew in these situations.
Thank you.
Preparations will take some time. I suggest you use the opportunity to relax.
What?
Captain Janeway has encouraged me to allocate a certain percentage of my time to leisure. It is inefficient, but I see the wisdom of the practice for humans.
Whatever.
Out of my way.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, you were rude and now you're being nice? Make up your mind. Alright, well, visiting the holodeck is definitely going to be plan number 1, as soon as I can find the turbo lift. Because there's stuff there I want to do immediately. Oh my god. It is possible to get the security stuff, but I don't know if I'll actually go that far. I know what I want to do. Alright, here we go.
Specify deck desired.
I think that's
Deck
Hazard
4,
Ops.
Hazard Ops.
Oviedo.
Hey, Monroe, I'm kind of busy here.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm gonna keep bugging you.
Oviedo.
Hey, Monroe, I'm kind of busy here.
Hey.
Come back later if you want.
Oviedo.
Hey, Monroe, I'm kind of busy here.
Alright, I'll stop bugging him. Don't mind me. I'm gonna take some of this stuff. Alright, here we go. Hit to maximum difficulty, Tranquilian Garden Relaxation Program, firing range. Let's do the firing range.
Begin.
Oh god. That was terrible. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh. There we go. We're gonna make sure we hit these targets. Could have made this look a little more lively. Okay. So, let's do the Klingon compound next. Locate Federation data pad. Beating up on Klingons. That's nothing new. I definitely gotta say, I'm already looking forward to the second game. When I get the chance to play that. I mean... Hi, isodesium, not what I was intending, but I'll take that. Oh god. Ow. I want to go through. Okay. Klingons. Oh yeah. Get gunned down. Let me steal these guns. Oh god. I hear. There we go. Phaser. Really useful to have. Almost like a pistol, but better than a pistol. You know, the funny thing is that the Klingons and the Federation are supposed to be allied! And yet, here we are, just casually beating up on Klingons. I'm surprised they don't have us fight Romulans instead. That would probably make more sense to fight than Klingons. I mean, unless it's during the time of Kirk, then yeah, fighting Klingons would make sense. Oh, jeez. This way leads out. Locate Federation data pad. But I'm picking up isodesium. Why am I picking up isodesium? Is this way even? Okay. Oh god, let me guess. I gotta do some Half-Life stuff. Alright. Yup, okay. Isodesium. Oh, okay. Going up this direction. Then go here. Huh. More isodesium. I don't even know the isodesium is part of this. Oh, more isodesium. Okay, which would unlock that. Guess we could unlock the force field. Oh god. Oh. Alright. Oh god. Oh. I'm on 4 hit points. I'm dying. I wish the game wouldn't do that. That was close. Data pad. Better be worth all this pain. Just more isodesium. God. What is with this isodesium? Damn it. Alright, well. Stealth? What do you mean stealth? Mission failed. Try again. Alright, here we go. Doing this again. Damn. I know. That's what I said. Alright. So... I guess I don't go this way. There are no hell stations? Not in this program, so... I'll exit that. And probably do the more challenging extra bit. Which is the Captain Proton bit, which makes it feel like I'm playing MDK2 a little bit. Now, I know this has health stations and energy stations. The only problem is this is the only weapon I get. Alright, so... let's turn that on. It should unlock the way. By the way, I am doing this on the hardest difficulty. I have, funnily enough, when it comes to these kinds of games, adopted the hardest difficulty idea. Yes, I'm being hardcore. Ah, is the music giving up? Oh, never mind. It just takes a while to loop. Alright, we're going up. Maybe we... okay. There we go. That eliminates them. Wait, I do go up. Okay. Wait. Then how do I get down? It's a little ironic that you would say weakling, and then I'm sniping you from halfway across the map. You use the fact that the AI isn't programmed to react at such distance. Yup! Anything goes. It's one of those games. Alright, here we go. Oh god. Okay, yeah. So that does work. Ah, yes, I see. That is so long-ranged, my crosshair did not even turn red. Trying to snipe with this gun is like trying to snipe with... Hi. There we go. I remember a similar game, but our modern times, where you could use a mission simulator for extra content. I like games that did that. Alright, so... this way, I think. This is another one of those things I haven't done in a long time! Oh god. They're using the little scavenger rifles. Okay, I can do that. Oh, hi. Those screams. They're so half-hearted. Look at these cone heads. Then again, they were based upon a show within a show. Alright. Leave? No? Stupid control panel. I better be careful, because I don't have much ammo for this. And I don't even know if they have any health stations or reload stations. Oh, hello. Hi. I thought I saw a guard for a moment. It's probably gonna be guards inside. Oh god. Peek! Peek! Right in the foot. My foot! Ah, hitting the foot! They look like old-style necromancers. Yeah, old-style necromancers armed with guns. Aye. Coming bullets. Oh. Suppose if they wanted to make this any more difficult, they could have just added a shit ton of enemies. Hi, the door can't even close properly. You know that's a bad sign. Now, if only they could resurrect the dead. Oh god. Just imagine. Energy! Well, I can't get any more. Oh, I can't save. Ah. Oh. Fell over. Oh. How have I not been hit yet? I felt like that almost hit me. One of those little stray shots. I saw... That weapon they're using is not really good for long range. Oh. Like, that weapon is so inaccurate. Like, man, when I was a kid, I actually liked to use the scavenger rifle, but now that I'm this point, I'm just like, yeah, the scavenger rifle's a piece of shit. Like, no, literally. The projectile is slow, it doesn't do that much damage, and that energy grenade, not even worth it. Honestly, the compound grenade launcher's a better weapon. I used to think that weapon was pretty useless. Health. But I haven't even taken a hit yet. I know, I'll eventually take a hit. There we go. Control panel dealt with. What did I unlock? This way, maybe? It's years later, and I'm doing this again, and I can hardly remember. This was strangely one of those things I struggled with as a kid. Now I'm doing years later, and it's way easier than it seems. You know, it's funny that you say weakling, and I'm just taking you guys out like it's no big deal. I think I actually go this way, right? Actually, no, I don't go that way. I think this is the way. Except Captain Proton was supposed to be a guy. I'm playing female Monroe. Well, I have to give you a reason to feel good taking out those guys. Yeah, you know, I'm supposed to be a TV show hero. I'm supposed to be Captain Proton. Should they shout, "No, please, I have a family, and my kids are starving"? I'm pretty sure Dr. Chaotic would probably use that as a means of torture, but then again, I'm not really familiar with Captain Proton at all. Oh, hi, speaking of, Chaotic. There he is, raising his fist. Well, a giant statue version, no doubt. I mean, that would be a bit of a moral dilemma. But then they are shooting at you, so... Even then, with family and kids... You use the "don't say Earthling." Earthling! Peekaboo. Oh, okay. Rescue Constance Goodhart from the evil Dr. Chaotic. Hello? Surrender or die. Ow. Ow! Now I take damage. Good heart, evil doctor. Yeah, it's the doc from MDK2 if you were evil. And the janitor actually... No, I think the janitor still was the good guy. Kurt Angle, if I remember his name correctly. MDK2 is such a good game. I'm just sad how it ended. It all ended up just being a big joke. I mean, the names are so generic and simple. That's true. Like, rescue good guy from bad guy. Yeah, you know, it's 50s. 50s was, or at least 50s like. It was simpler times. I'm pretty sure in a future release of this, the names would be way more complicated. The guards wouldn't look as goofy as they do.
These are the most uncoolest guards. They need to not look like necromancers. They need to be dressed in futuristic armor and look very, very terrifying. They gotta look like the Master Chief, but if he was evil. The Master Evil Chief. And these faces are absolutely terrifying. We need to replace them with something more generic, like a mask.
I guess they're supposed to represent the Nazis. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm not very familiar with the Captain Proton portion of this. I guess they're more just like a generic kind of bad guy, I think. Like Austin Powers kind. That's more what this gives the vibes of. Austin Powers, but maybe a lot more serious. Because, I mean, Austin Powers had, like, what? Dr. Evil. He also had minions. No, they didn't look like this. They looked more like the corporate suits meets, like, I don't know, Starship Troopers? No, that's insulting Starship Troopers, though. Oh, God. Hey, what were you doing just sitting in this little corner just here? Were you meant to just be that cheap guy who's just like, ah, yes, here they come. Bang, 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 bang. I love it when games do that. Is that all you know? Can you come up with any other insult? Like Earthling or Good Doer? Or, I don't know, inferior being or some kind of crap like that? I swear the enemies in Tales of Symphonia had more better insults. That's actually a good game. Game I haven't played since teenage days. Oh, God. Now they're doing that crap where they put the enemies right behind the door. Oh, God.
Weakling.
This lean mechanic is really useful. Ow. Oh, God. Okay. I'm gonna back up. Well, it's a working tactic. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Whatever works, works. It's just unfortunate that cheat strategy that the enemies do, where they just hide behind the door. Fortunately for them, I can lean. Yeah, because not very many shooter games make use of this feature. Because who needs to lean? Whoever leans anymore. Ah. I'm surprised you didn't run and shoot. There we go. There we go. I see. There we go. Alright. I need energy. Would you not hide behind the door in this kind of scenario? I mean... if I knew they were coming, yeah. I would not only hide behind the door, I would also put explosive barrels next to it. Yeah, I know, Lemon. That would be a dumb move on my part. I'm sure there's nothing behind this door. Oh, hey, look, barrels, kaboom. Yes, I'm still a little salted by that. I'm very well aware. I should know better. Like, I would save right now, but I can't, so... I mean, you killed half the base. They are more than sure coming your way. Oh, hi. There's the good heart. Oh, hi. This looks like the boss room. You know, I probably wasn't meant to look this way. I was probably meant to look this way and be like, oh no, Goodheart, I'm here to rescue you. And then this robot was meant to do things. And then Mr. Chaotic Man just watching, just chilling in the background. Alright, well. Oh god. You know, on the holodeck, that's another character I actually like playing. Yeah, I like playing the robot, believe it or not. This robot I'm beating up on... Oh god. Oh god. He's doing that thing. Generic lady in distress. Alright, well that's done.
Warning. Holodeck malfunction. Safety locks offline.
Okay. So now we're just gonna go for a nice... relaxing walk in some gardens. You know. Generic old garden. Enjoy the scenery. No music, no nothing, just the sound of nothing. I guess you're meant to substitute your own music while you enjoy this sort of thing. You know, talk with your chat, stare into the water, accidentally discharge your phaser. You didn't mean to do that, but you did anyway. And then there's the guy, you know, who's just taking care of the plants. Fun fact, can also be played in the holodeck. Which is usually funny to see him run around with a compression rifle, sniping everything. You know, for a futuristic nation, they were not really all that much advanced. You mean the Federation? Oh, hi. If this was meant to be relaxing... Ow. I didn't mean to do that. Hey, well then. This is not a relaxing simulation. Oh god. No cameras, no alarms, no auto turrets, no mines. Anyways, before that happened, You know what? I'm gonna go to the water fountain. I don't think they can get me, can they? I don't know how many of them there's supposed to be. Abusing the AI limitations, are we? You know, whatever works. I'm just sad this doesn't have any water sound effect. Can I talk to this guy? Yo!
Excuse me. Excuse me.
I'm gonna keep bugging you.
Hey. Hey. Excuse me.
You know what?
Excuse me.
Oh, he became species A472. He's just part of the simulation. Well, he's dead now. He's dead, Lemon. He's no longer part of the simulation. I'm not gonna lie, I never really got this. Oh no, you monster. I mean, I think this is really meant to be more just relaxing. Maybe he was a spy. That could be the case. They did say there was a malfunction, so if this was meant to be relaxing, well, it doesn't feel a very laxed world. It just feels like a what's the point kind of world. If I had holodeck technology, I already know what I'd be doing. But yeah, I think this is everything in terms of the holodeck. I'd say the main part of this has just been the it's really mainly been more this program. I feel like they could have had more. They could have had, like, another Borg program, maybe a Romulan one. I don't know, maybe a few other things. I know what you would be doing. Then again, you have VR. That is true. This kind of give me an idea for the future. Funny enough, I've seen Bloopin do VR stuff, so maybe, just maybe. Alright, so we'll leave the holodeck. Visit the Astronomics holographic display. God, why was that so hard to say? Retrieve security access codes.
Ensign Alexandria Monroe.
This is where I sleep. I'm kidding. Ah, let me out of the box. Okay.
Security access required.
Alright, well, I need to get the security.
Hey. What?
And that is what I need to remember how to do.
Watch it.
Humanoid life form. He doesn't have a special name. Oh, hi, the brig. Oh, cool. I can get Foster. One of 9 figures. Yup, what this all boils down to.
Deck desired. Deck 1.
Anyway, I gotta go prep for work. Have a good time. I will, probably not going to be at this for too much longer. God. What I could do if I had the security codes. Hi, don't mind me. More lore, but I'm going to ignore the lore. Honestly, I probably could make this its own stream, but I'm probably gonna just probably go to 2. So, I at least want to see if I can get the codes.
Desired. Deck 8.
So we'll go to the astronomics and do the objectives. Okay.
Ensign Monroe. If you wish, you may access the astrometric and xenologic records from that console.
Alright, so assimilated Foster and regular Foster.
The Avatar is largely a mystery, but it is speculated it was a first attempt by the Vorsoth to create an ultimate warrior, or it is a unit designed as backup to the Reavers. These creatures attack using a psionic blast which causes physical damage by overloading the synapses of the brain. Vulcans, Betazoids, and other telepathic races are particularly vulnerable to this attack. The Borg are a race of cybernetically enhanced beings who strive to achieve total physical and technological perfection by the assimilation of other races and cultures. Borg communicate with each other by a subspace network called the Collective. Intelligent and merciless, the Borg are considered by many to be the Federation's worst enemy. The Imperials come from a continuum that coexists with our own, but on a different dimensional plane. In this mirror universe, virtually everything from our universe exists, but it is opposite in nature. In the mirror universe, the Federation was named the Terran Empire and ruled the member planets with fear and brutality. Imperial females are perhaps even more cunning and tenacious in battle than their male counterparts.
Alright, well, that's just that little fun thing. Now I need the security codes. And that, I have little idea and memory on where I go to get that. Believe...
Specify deck desired.
I think it's engineering, right? Engineering's where I go to get that. Because I know there's some pretty funny stuff you can do. I just need to remember where I go to get the codes.
Security access required.
I need to remember. I think it's a very obscured place where you can go to get the codes. Was it here? Maybe it wasn't here. But there's so many ways you could destroy Voyager.
Specify deck desired.
Officers' quarters? Officers' quarters seems like that would be the place to go if you want to go F some shit up.
Security access required.
Oh, mind me that I'm gonna run around looking for these codes.
Security access required. Security access required.
Time to speedrun this.
Security access required.
Oh, hi. Commander Chakotay's office. Hi! Alexandria. I found that one. No? How about here? No? 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 Damn.
Access required.
Was that the whole purpose of coming here? Turbo lift. Tom Paris. Security access.
Security access required.
Tuvok. Alright, so... This is not where I go. Hi.
Tom.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy here.
Yeah, I'm kind of busy here.
Specify deck desired.
So it's not that. It's not hazard ops.
Deck
It's
2.
mess hall. Hi! We've already arrived. Alright. No? Hi. Alexander Monroe.
Neelix?
I'm sorry, Ensign. I'm just a little busy right now.
Oh, hi. Harvester leg. There's also little, shall we say, Easter eggs that you can find. Social events.
Security access required. The quarters of Ensign Alexandria Monroe.
There we go. No. Okay.
Security
You know,
access
the funny
required.
thing is that they do make the tricorder into something in the second game. Dare say the tricorder not being used much in the first game is kind of a missed opportunity.
Deck 9.
That's right. I think this is where we get the codes. Okay, no. Here we go. 'Cause this is where they had you go. Cycling, okay. I think we're on the right track, are we? I think this is it. Security codes. It's around here somewhere. I want in. Let me in. Oh god, I can't get in. Alright. Let me in. No? Damn. Did streamer mode not go off? I forgot to put on streamer mode. Why has Discord not had streamer mode recently? So, I am sorry that I have to do this, but I gotta take a moment to... probably tell someone I'm going to be a bit late. I will put this on for now. Say, let's say, Alright, so that's that. I don't know why, but man, did Discord mess up the streamer overlay thing? Because that used to be a thing. I remember that being a thing once, where it's just like, streamer mode is activated. Now streamer mode hardly activates anymore, and it's just like, are you kidding me? So that's twice in a row that it hasn't worked, so I'm gonna have to check Discord. Or, I don't know, maybe I'll have to check OBS. It could just be a mismatch of versions and stuff. But yeah, like I said, I believe computer core is where you go to get the codes. No, down this direction. Alright. No. It's one of these locations. But yeah, I'm gonna probably be wrapping this up in the next 30. Maybe sooner if I can get the codes, because there's definitely something... There's a few funny things I want to do. Definitely a few funny things I'd like to do before I wrap it all up, but I need the codes before I can even do them. Oh, hi! I think this is the location, right?
Access codes granted.
Alright. So that gives me a whole bunch of new objectives. I'm gonna do those first, and then knock out the funny stuff I could do. Use transporter to deliver materials from Deck 4. Visit Deck 15. Launch shuttle from Shuttle Bay. Okay. So, now that I have the codes, we'll do all that other stuff first. I don't know if we'll get all the action figures. If I do, that's just coincidence. Alright. So... let's start with...
Specify deck desired.
Oh, deck 15.
Deck 4, hazard off.
Yeah, hazard off's the one that's got the teleporter, so... teleport the stuff first. Alright, so... Bridge, mess hall, cargo bay, astronomic, shuttle bay. Alright.
Transporter activated. Transport successful.
So this gets me to deck 15. Borg Slayer. Ah, here we go. This was that other thing I was meant to find. Alright, so this is like a puzzle. Oh god. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh god. Okay. Okay. So then go this direction. Oh god. That's what I wanted to do, but it wouldn't let me. Alright, well... that's kind of annoying.
Destroy that field generator.
Alright, 7. I will destroy that field generator. Ow. Okay,
Crewman Dishler, over here.
Boy. Aha. That's that one. There we go. Jump. I missed. Jump. Alright, so that's that. Rescuing 7's gonna be a bit of a interesting situation. I think getting to there is the ultimate goal. A stasis weapon. Oh. Alright, so that's those Borg. Okay. Alright, back it up. There we go. Alright, and then... Alright, so that activates that. Figuring this out little by little. Wait for that. Borg Slayer, this has been quite easy. Oh, another section. It's the photon burst. Alright, so that frees 7. Aha! I definitely gotta say, I like this. This is very good for what this is.
7.
You seem to have developed an unhealthy obsession with me.
No, it's not that I've done that. Alright. This is where we begin this part in hard mode. And I'm putting money on it, because it's gonna probably be the fact I gotta use this as a weapon. Aha. There we go. I have a feeling. There we go. Okay. Then you come along this way. We go down here. Take the 2 paths. Jump. 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 And get out. Alright, so launch the shuttle bay.
Excuse me.
Can I help you?
Dishler Jeffrey, who is here in 19. Whack. Okay. Cool. No.
Out of my way.
You're in my way. The fact they made Deck 15 pretty tucked away is fascinating, to say the least. In that one part of the ship no one remembered about.
Specify deck desired.
Alright, Shuttle Bay. Shuttle Bay.
Deck 10.
To the Shuttle Bay. Then I gotta go to the, well, I ought to go to Sick Bay and go deal with that shenanigans. To the Shuttle Bay. Alright. Let's launch this shuttle. Let me on. Oh god. Who is that up ahead?
Alex?
Crewman.
Yeah?
Okay. Let's...
Shuttle Bay main doors cannot be opened until force field is active. Shuttle Bay force field activated. Shuttle Bay main doors open.
Alright. Can we launch the shuttle? Let's find out. Think... what? I go there to launch it? Let's find out. Or is the launch area a little more obscured? Oh, okay. No, okay. It's a little more obscured, isn't it? Okay, no, this way? Oh, God. There we go. Let's go get that shuttle launched. Okay. That's that done. Where do I go to launch the shuttle?
Launching Shuttle Andromeda.
Alright. There we go. Shuttle successfully launched. Just a few more areas to visit. I know where I must go next. So I can get jump scared first, and then
Specify
jump
deck
scare.
desired. Deck 5.
Sick Bay. Alright. Hi, you're doing something. Humanoid life form. Hi, Beesman. So, 5 out of 9 figures. Just finding all the collectibles on Voyager, aren't I? No. 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 Another turbo lift. Alright, here we go.
Doctor. Doctor?
Ah, Miss Monroe. Your injuries seem to be rather superficial. Dermal regeneration will not be necessary, though you have some mild skin irritation. Perhaps you would like an analgesic cream?
Whatever.
Alright, thank you, thank you. This Foster here? Oh my god, Foster, he's been deborgified. So, Foster and Picard, and Janeway, and Tuba. Okay, so there's been quite a few that have been assimilated and then unassimilated. Out of my way. Actually, no, I do need to go back to that office. There's a certain place I can visit. Gotta remember where it is. Is it... Aha! Back here.
Access granted.
Hi, I see you. I'm looking right at you. Alright. Beesman and Morg. Uh-oh. Ah! Uh-oh. Wait! Ah! Okay, I can get out. That's the funny thing. Alright. So, that is that. Disease library. Oh no, more reading. I'm going to skip the reading. Alright, so... I think Cargo Bay is probably the last thing I can do anything I can think of aside from the more how many ways can I destroy Voyager thing.
Specify deck desired.
Alright, so is it...
Deck 8, astrometric.
To the cargo bay. Alright. That's that. One of these areas can get me into the cargo bay area. No. Odd, I thought I could get into cargo bay. I guess not.
Specify deck desired.
You know what? Hazard ops. Maybe I go in through the teleporter. I know it's one of those moments. So... Cargo bay.
Transporter activated.
Aha!
Successful.
I knew there was a way to get in here. Okay, well... I guess that's how I do it. Go up here... There we go. Getting all the weaponry as well. Which, too bad, you can't really use. I know I said this could have been its own stream, but... Ah, is that who I think it is? Sneak up on that son of a bitch.
Rick.
What the... What do you want?
Am I interrupting something?
Aunt Monroe, lay off.
Calm down, crewman.
Hey, don't you have a mission to go on?
What was that all about?
Revenge for jump scaring me. Alright, how do I get out of here? There we go. Going up. All of these places I've been on previous streams. Oh, right. This is one of those games where the elevators don't auto-activate. You gotta activate them. Alright. And I think this is... No, that was always open? Alright, well...
Specify deck desired.
It's getting to about that time where I wrap things up, so... I'm gonna go to the bridge. Alright. Hello, Chakotay. It's just a beautiful day here on the bridge, where we're just staring into the middle of, well, nothing but space. Not exactly anything particular going on, and oh, what's this button do?
What the?
Auto-destruct sequence initiated. 10.
That's enough.
9. 8. Security access 7. Required. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
Final analysis. You did not live long and prosper. And with that, I think I'm gonna let that be the end of this stream, and probably the conclusion to Elite Force 1. Good game, 10 out of 10, would highly recommend for a good old game. Especially considering that it was on the Quake 3 engine. But otherwise, if you liked the stream, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content that I put out there. Otherwise, until then, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.